Today I'm going to show you how to make a country time lemonade cake topped with the country time pink lemonade glaze. And this is a very delicious cake to make with a very lemony flavor, and your family will love it, kids will love it. Today I'm cooking with a Here is the ingredients that you're going to need for the pound cake. You're going to need 3 large eggs, and I'm using room temperature eggs, and I have a couple extra just in case I have any bad eggs. 1 1/3 cups of granulated sugar, and it's going to be 1 stick or half a cup of unsalted butter. You must use unsalted butter for this recipe. You can't use any margarine for this. 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, and you don't want to sift this flour. And I have country time lemonade mix, and this is the concentrated country time lemonade mix that doesn't have any extra sugar added to it, and it's usually found in a large bulk size, and it's 3 tablespoons of country time lemonade mix, 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 a teaspoon of salt, and also I have a cup of sour cream that's at room temperature. The first thing that you're going to do is whisk together the salt, flour, and baking soda. Now we're going to pull the batter together. In the stand mixer will go your 1/2 cup of butter, and this is really at room temperature. That's okay. It's going to come together nicely. Have the sugar, and you're going to beat this together until it's well creamed. You want to start off on medium speed or low speed so your sugar won't splash out everywhere. Then you're going to put this on medium or high speed until has whisked or creamed completely together. And it's almost there, not quite there yet, so we're going to let this go for a few more minutes. Okay, so now it's at the stage where you want to go ahead and let it get a little bit longer. It's almost where we want it. So now is where we want the cake or our sugar and so now we have the sugar and butter where we want it. So what I'm going to do now is slowly add in 1 egg at a time. You're going to add more egg and you let it beat until it's well combined. It's going to create sort of an emulsion. Now that it's pulled together beautifully, I'm going to add the lemonade. So now I'm going to add the flour, the sour cream. You're going to start with half of the flour, half of the sour cream, the rest of the flour, and the remaining sour cream. And you don't want to beat the cake too long. As soon as this pulls together, we're going to add the sour cream. Overbeating this will cause the cake to be very dry. As you see, it's pulled together. Add half of the sour cream, and the sour cream is at room temperature. Just until it's blended in. Remaining flour. And remaining sour cream. Okay, give everything a scrape. And I didn't have to stop to scrape down the sides of the bowl. Some of you may leave a comment about that. That's because I'm using a scraper paddle attachment that scrapes the bowls for me. So I'm just going to get this one big swipe around, make sure there's no flour in the bottom of the bowl. And as you see, there's no flour. So now I'm going to move over to the next step. Here I have a pound cake tin that I've buttered and then floured. And if you have any parchment paper, you can definitely put some on the bottom of your baking tin. So you're just going to fluff all that in there. And this is going to go in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. It may get done quicker than that, so you'll just have to use your best discretion. You can use a cake tester to fluff it in the center, pull it out. If it comes out almost completely clean, then you want to take out the oven, and that way the cake will finish baking while it's cooling. And that's the secret to having a moist cake. So we'll be back to see what the cake looks like once it's out there. Okay, so this is the pancake. It took about 15 minutes for me total, and it still comes out, mine doesn't come out extremely clean, and that's what we want. So I'm going to let this sit for about 2 hours and let it cool off completely, and then I'll show you what it looks like, the final result looks like. Here I have 1.5 tablespoons of pink lemonade, and that's the same type that I use for the country time. It's the concentrated kind, and 1 cup of powdered sugar. You're going to combine the two together, and then you're going to add about 3 tablespoons of milk. Start off by adding about 2 tablespoons of milk and mix it in. You don't want to add too much milk. You just want this to be runny but still thick. You want this to be runny enough to where you can pour it. If it's too runny, then add a couple more tablespoons of powdered sugar to it. And this is a very nice pink color. The camera is not exactly picking it up, but you'll see a photograph at the end. So mix it until it's extremely smooth. Now you're going to take the glaze and pour it over the cake. And allow this to set just so the glaze can harden up a little bit. I hope you guys give this recipe a go. Please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Also, add me on Facebook and Google+. If you're on Google+, be sure to add me there. That way you can keep in track of my live events, and also you'll be able to find a full recipe on my blog, which will take you directly to this recipe in the description box. And remember, live and be well. Do all you can to stop all bullying and abuse. Thank you for watching.